All right, welcome back to Discover with Drina. I'm so happy that y'all are watching my videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you go check out thegreengirlco.com. That is thegreengirlco.com and get all your natural products. Um, this episode is episode 2. This is Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 2, Mind Your Business. And episode 2 starts with 50 narrating saying that the biggest mistake a nigga getting. Let me start over. He says the biggest mistake is a nigga getting too comfortable. Now, a lot of this information 50 putting out here, it is kind of true. So let's get into the episode. Now, we start off from, the last episode ended with Rock and Detective Howard talking. So they're continuing the conversation. So Rock and Detective Howard, they're talking. He's telling Rock that she needs to stop smoking cigarettes. And she talking about, nigga, you gave me my first cigarette. That's a bad accent. But anyway, he tells Rock that he thought he was dead. And he wants to make all his wrongs right with God. And then he said the kid can't shoot for shit. Baby Rock shitty bricks. You can see it in her face. She was like, fuck. Now back at the house, Kanan looking like he having a moment, and Juke fucking with him talking about he crying and shit while they watching a movie. She tells Kanan that the best part of him is that he cares. And he shake it off, and then they start pillow fighting. Now slow motion back to Howard. He wants Kanan to know that he is the pappy. He say she don't know who Kanan daddy is. That's what she say. Now he laughing like Rock going hard now on this one. He tells her that Kanan came in bleeding. He got a sample of the blood and he did a paternity test and got them damn papers and he pulled that shit out like, bow, bitch, I'm the pappy. Now he tell Rock the game ain't for him and that he deserves divine justice. He said he gonna tell him that he is the pappy if Rock does not tell him. Now Rock says she going home because she like whatever. And then he tell Rock, oh, you got to snitch in your camp. Now he was in that interrogation. He was in the station, but not in the interrogation room when he seen Scrap. Remember that, y'all. Now she leaving, she stomping off, baby, in them hills down them New York City streets. At Famous mama house in the bed, at Famous house, he is in the bed with a girl naked. Jessica, his sister, and Kanan make his ass wake up before his mama come. Now the white girl, she out like a light, like a light, out like a light. And mama comes in cursing, you Buddha, get out the fucking bed. Now she kicked his ass out. They kicked the white girl ass out. Then mama told him, you stole my fucking money. And he started crying because that kind of hurt him real bad. Now at the anger management meeting, they talking triggers and the white man said he don't like to be ignored. They sharing information and shit. And Marvin over there sitting eating Fritos. He like, fuck this shit. I gotta be in this motherfucking anger management fucking class. Let me sit here and just eat these Fritos till this shit over with. So she asked the therapist, she asked Wayne to share, and he like, he good. Wayne talk shit and got that white man to stir. But I ain't gonna lie, let me just say, Wayne is looking fly as hell. His hair is glistening. Like, I don't know who did these haircuts, but baby, they got them haircuts right for Wayne. Juke and Raquel at the house. She asked her aunt about her mom. Y'all know she wanted to find her mom so bad. And she wanted to know what did Rock remember about her mom. And, she told a little few things, but she really, said I remember she could sing really good. And she explains to Juke that motherhood ain't for everybody. Excuse me. So Juke is sad and she wants to know how and why. And, like all these questions about her mom that she has is just really bothering her because she wondered why her mom, I kind of feel like, why did you leave me with this crazy ass daddy? And you could tell she feel like nobody wants her. You know, her auntie tell her she loves her and, you know, kiss on the forehead. She trying to be motherly with Juke, because Juke do need a mama. Now, Juke girlfriend mama is back at the police station. You know, Juke girlfriend, the white girl, had died from the overdose. And she at her mama, the white lady, is at the station talking about Juke killed her daughter and shit. And she bring in some male friend like he supposed to help her. But the mama is so disturbed. She mad. She blames Detective Burke because she feel like Detective Burke had something to do with it. The chief cussed Detective Burke out and like you done started some shit. So Raquel back at the project, she talking to Lou and Marvin. I said Wayne. I don't know why I said Wayne when they was in the therapist, but it was Wayne at the therapist. So y'all take that out. That's Marvin, not Wayne. Now Lou and Marvin, and Raquel are at the project. They talking about Scrap being a snitch, and Lou is in disbelief. He like Scrap ain't no damn snitch. And baby Raquel, I ain't gonna lie, baby, this outfit got me. I love it though. I love it. Baby Raquel is in them black and red pants that fit, baby. I remember them times. Cause I can remember my mama in these outfits and it just bring back so many memories. I'm sorry, y'all. But I love this outfit. I love this fashion and I love the way they brought it back. The real fashion in the 90s. And there was a knock on the door and it was Rowell. Rowell, that's how you say his name. Now he told his mama, he told Rock when he stepped in the apartment that he told his mama that he was having a meeting with Rock, cause so anything happened to him, Rock, you responsible. Rock said, we wanted you dead, nigga, you would have been dead. Now Famous and Kanan, they walking down the street talking about, you know, hustling their mixtapes, cause you know Famous got put out, so he needs some money. So they walking down the street trying to see how they gonna sell these mixtapes. And if y'all can remember back in the 90s, so many people were selling mixtapes. I live in the South. Anytime you pulled up at the gas station, somebody had a mixtape, $5-10. They trying to sell their mixtapes. So I remember these times. So I'm glad they put this in there as well. Raquel negotiating with Rawell about the situation that he got with Unique. She convinces him to work with her cause, you know, your boy is radioactive. I love when she say that shit. They got some, in this scene right here, they got some motherfucking lines for your ass. When she say, you need to, when your boy get back out on the street, your boy is radioactive. Nobody's gonna be fucking with him. Oh, I love that shit. That shit was a cold line. Now, son, when she say, now, son, now, she was telling him ain't nobody gonna be fucking with Unique. His ass been in jail. Then he done got out. He was supposed to shot a damn police cop. Nobody is gonna give him no work. So you have a better chance coming over here fucking with us and getting in that fucking building with Lou in that 40 building selling them motherfucking drugs with us. Yeah, I'm getting a little better with my New York accent. But I'm just saying these lines went hard. So Lou said, he looked back, Rawell looked back at Lou, because remember they was about to kill each other at one point. He looked at Lou like, that's cool with you? Lou was like, nigga, we ain't dating, we working. Alright, now back at the studio, Kanan and Famous getting all the mixtape. Lou walks in. He tells Famous to stop smoking, focus, and write some more good shit so he can put him back in the studio. Raquel is at the store where she hid her money. Remember her and the Spanish chick? The Spanish chick had the abusive husband and she helped her get away with it. Yeah, that chick. So her name is Juliana. She telling Raquel the rats are chewing through the boxes, chewing the money up. She also tells her to put some more traps down. And she told Raquel, shit, I be changing them traps 10 times a day. Cause New York, y'all know they got bad fucking rats. And Raquel was like, call her exterminator. Juliana tell her, you got all this money sitting here. Why don't you spend it? And really, why don't you spend it, Raquel? Raquel had this look on her face like this fucking bitch. Now Juliana talking about she saved her money to buy a house, and she bought a home in her country, and you got all this money and it's getting eaten up by rats. Like, you wasting money, Rob, for real. Why? Even Unique got a fucking business. Raquel, where your business at? Even Lou got a recording business. Where your business at, Rob? She tough, but she ain't smart when it comes to hiding that fucking money. How you supposed to hide it? So anyway, Rock walking out of the store, and that's when she runs into a Unique girlfriend. I can't even say her name. Her name is Pernessa. I guess that's her name. But they see each other, lock eyes in the store, and they looking at each other. That bitch looking scared. And I'm talking about Unique girlfriend. Now at the crack house, or at the projects, Marvin walks in. Him and Scrap talk about where he been. Scrap said you should have called the new guy, Rawell. Now you know everybody got beef with Rawell because he was with Unique. And that, when I say the damn news travel fast, news travel fast. And Scrap is mad as fuck because you know he lost his eye behind all that shit. And now it's kind of like, you betrayed me and you get this nigga to come work for us. And I've been working for you for fucking since I was fucking 16 years old on the block with y'all motherfuckers. So it kind of hurt him. I could tell, like, I would have been mad too. Like, bitch, I lost an eye behind this shit. And now you finna let this nigga take over the 40 building? No. But he don't know the plan. And I really think Scrap was convincing that he did not do any snitching. And it's like y'all passed him over. But we don't know. We don't know. So it's kind of like, did he snitch? Did he not snitch? Because old boy was not in the interrogation room. So we don't know. So he tell Marvin that he was at his cousin's house hanging pictures and shit. And Marvin like, nigga, you was hanging pictures with one eye? But anyway, Rod talking to the real estate. She in the office talking to a real estate agent. Her mind is thinking now, like, I am wasting this money. And the agents tell her about a house in Hollis. And she asked about a house in Forest Hill, Little Neck, Douglaston. And the agent said, they are pricey. And Raquel like, bitch, you look, what, I ain't got the money? What I look like? She said she paying cash. Not all of a sudden, okay, I'm going to look for you. But then you also got to have proof of income, tax statements, and shit like that. Rob, where you getting that shit from? Go get you a tax house, Rob. Okay? Anyway, Juke at the house looking at a picture of her mama. And this was like a little small clip. I don't know why they put that in there, but they put it in there. And she looking at her mama. Let me see. She looking at her mama, and she looking at Detective Burke card. So I guess that lets you know it's like a foreshadowing, like something is coming. Marvin pulls up in his Lexus, baby, and knocks on Scrap cousin door to try to see if Scrap been over there. And the girl like, who the fuck are you and who you supposed to be, and you ain't no handyman and you driving a Lexus? Wait a minute, come here. She trying to get his number now. She dogged him out when he first came there asking him questions, because he trying to make sure Scrap was over here on this side of town putting up pictures and shit. And then, you know, he leave or whatever, and he like, man, I know this nigga didn't snitch. At the studio, Lou and Crown are listening to his new artist, Ziza. The song sound good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, that song sound good. Sound like a little bit of Shanty a little bit. And they going back and forth about, you know, he wants to sign her. Crown doesn't. Lou has the money and now has to call in Cartier, this big dude. I guess he has his like a management company that Z's supposed to be under, I guess. But she really didn't say too much. She let him do a lot of the talking. So he does have a lot of knowledge of the music industry, music management or whatever. And so they agreed on a single date. Lou is going to do the single with Ziza, and they shook hands and said, they agreed that she's going to do a one single deal. Baby, Crown is fucking mad because he like fuck a one single deal, and I kind of believe that too. You do a one single deal, and maybe so back then the song might have blew up and Luke can make some money off of it. But then when she come back and do a whole EP with 8 songs, and then the shit, because we're in a different time. This is the 90s. The album can blow up. Lou, you just made money off of one single, but I guess you got to crawl before you walk. Kanan and Famous are on the corner selling mixtapes, and then the police comes fucking with them. And I guess this is a view to show you that police brutality. The police been fucking with black folks for a long damn time. They took the mixtapes, dumped them on the curb, stomped on them. Looked like the police stomped on the bag of mixtapes, and told him he need a vendor license to be selling anything on the corner. Man, I was like, goddamn, this shit brought back memories. Cause hell, I remember I live in the South. Police used to just pull your ass over. Now Marvin is at his lawyer's office and he's complaining big time about that case. His lawyer gave him some info on that white girl. He told her she moved, she get married to a dentist. He said she did have some nice teeth. Now in this next scene, Detective Burke, Juke sitting in the car. They talking about the info because Detective Burke gave Juke information about her mama. I told you, foreshadowing. And she been in New York for 3 years. How you been in New York for 3 years? Excuse me. You moved from LA. I guess you was married in LA. You been married twice. You moved back to New York. You been there for 3 years. You have no kids, and you ain't went to see your daughter. I can't wait to hear this storyline. What's behind Juke Mama story? Now she live in Harlem. She gave her the address. You live nowhere from your daughter. Nowhere. You in the same fucking state as your daughter. Howard at the station. He talking about Unique and the police. Now he talking to his colleagues or whatever, and the police who are on, how can I say, they doing an investigation about who shot him, and he tells him that Unique was innocent, and they did do some investigation on his story. He was at the McDonald's at the time of the shooting. And now Howard knows that Unique was set up. Baby, like, when I say Howard is getting all the info, you're a cop and you're a street nigga because you getting all the street shit. And you going back fucking with Rock because you want to see your son. I understand it. So anyway, Rock at the house. Kanan comes in and he talking about, he telling her about his day. And she was like, she wants him to be safe. She said the cop is talking stupid shit. And he was like, what? You could tell he was looking like, what the fuck? And he was like, talking to me. He stepped to me talking crazy. So Rock is trying to cover herself in case Howard comes to Kanan and give him that info. Because that's why he said he talking crazy stuff. And so Kanan like, he wasn't supposed to know my face. Shit, he know who you is, baby. I'm sorry. So Pernessa, Unique baby mama, at her mama house playing with the children. She got one child by Unique. And Pernessa mama is fussing, talking about she ready for this lazy nigga to get up out of her house. He ain't doing shit, taking up space, eating up all her food. He not a provider. And Scrap said, you wasn't complaining when I was giving you and that your church friends money. Baby, she couldn't say shit. She walked right in that room. Because, baby, you was taking that dope money then. It's so funny how people, not old people, but people, period, be sitting up here talking about dope niggas. But then when they had the dope and the money, you receiving. But then when they fall down, you talking about them bad. You should have been talking about them bad when they was out there selling dope. I'm sorry. Now, the girlfriend, Pernessa, did tell Unique that she seen Rock at the bodega and she was scared. She told she was scared. So I don't know what's gonna happen behind Pernessa and Unique and all that, but it's gonna tell the story. Believe that. Marvin, Rock, and Luke, they sitting in the diner, and he say he paid Scrap folks a visit, and he ain't got no alibi. Like, she didn't say that Scrap was over there. Lou said, you not sure, Marvin, and you not sure, Rock, so how can we decide that Scrap is a motherfucking snitch? None of y'all have for sure information. And so Rock like, Scrap can put us away for a long, long time, Lou. I don't think in this game you do have to be careful. I know Rock, she trying to be careful can be, but then when you start killing folks, like, God damn, like, should we kill him or should we not kill him? But killing come easy to them. Unique walks in the bingo hall, and he say he's there to see what's the dude named Dean. And you know Dean be at the bingo hall playing bingo with his grandma, and he's like this big dope man from Haiti. Now, like, the security don't even want to let Unique in because he know the business about Unique and how he was locked up in jail for shooting a cop. Baby, honey, dude slammed Unique so hard into that, and he's a little dude, he slammed Unique into that wall so hard. Dean walks over, try to calm it down. So Unique told Dean he needs some bigger soldiers. He could fit that nigga in his pocket. Dean tells Unique he is not a safe investment. I told y'all. He tried to tell Dean that he didn't do it. Like, I ain't do that shit. And Dean got sources. He knows that Unique is too goddamn hot right now. He like, no, you too damn hot. Like, you too hot, baby. You too hot. So I can't do no work with you. He even told Unique Rock and her Colombian supplier have cornered the market on Unique grounds. So Unique said the only competition he said he only have competition if he don't win. That's what he said. So Dean ain't giving him no shit. Like, he ain't giving him no dope. Unique is mad as fuck. He flip over the bingo table at the damn bingo hall. Now, why would you do that? You done fucked up the whole bingo food. Damn, Unique. What if we wanted some of them chicken and them meatballs over there? Just done fucked it up for everybody. Now, at the studio, Jessica tells Luke that she moving, and Crown got her a management job in LA. She said she was not going to tell him, and then she tired of arguing. She leaving tomorrow. And Lou said, you bouncing on your brother? And then he's like, get the fuck out of my studio. And then she leaving. Now Juke is sitting outside the building of her mother and waiting. And she's waiting on her mom to come out of this building just to see what she looked like. And then she finally comes out. We finally get to see Juke's mother. And LaToya Lucky is playing her mother. And she just watches her get in the car. Unique walks inside. And we're going back to Unique. Now, Unique walks inside of his Smooth Fit store. Baby, it's destroyed. They done fucked up his whole store. He just done lost everything. Roel comes in. Unique say, what they did to me, look what they did to us. Look what they did to me. And this is the first time they spoke since he got out. And, you know, he was telling Roel that he was just trying to get his mind right. He tell Roel nobody's fucking with him. And Unique tells Roel that he needs him. Like, he really do. He needs somebody. And now Roel's like, I can't ride with you, Unique. Told him it's time to go. Unique said nobody forced him off the block and he ain't going nowhere. And Roel said he ain't going nowhere with him. So Roel and Unique are not in business together no more. Jessica is telling her mom and brother Famous goodbye. She about to get ready to fly out to Cali. Famous trying to act hard. He know he gonna miss his damn sister. Then she leave. And this is the last scene, y'all. It's night. Lou, Scrap, and Marvin are in the car. They are barely talking. Scrap is doing all the talking. Like, he's so hyped that they about to take him to the 40 building, you know, to the new spot. Scrap is excited, about his new position, about his raise. They walk in the building, and Lou and Marvin are still quiet. Like, Scrap is still not paying attention to the scene. They are quiet. Scrap is checking out the spot. Then he turns around. Then a gun comes out of nowhere. Bow! Out comes Rock. Lou leaves out with his head down. Scrap is dead. And 50 say, sometime it ain't shit to say. Now I ain't gonna lie, this is some thug ass fly ass shit, 50. I ain't gonna lie, remind me of the 90s. You can flip that shit and bring that shit down south, cause I ain't gonna even lie, it just remind me so much of the 90s.